Alright, good day to all commanders out there. This is Commander Sephi. Many of you know me. A lot of PvPer in the world of Elite. One of the very few that stick to the code of PvP. Which means it's not for the money, it's not for the loot, it's not even for glory, it's just for explosions. And it's never personal. If you get yourself interdicted by me, you're most likely dead unless you're very good. But hey, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about, well, how do you support your PvP? Because you gotta explode sometimes. And yes, even Sephi explodes sometimes. Even Sephi gets outnumbered, 2 cutters, 3 corvettes, or 4 crates and a cutter. And there's always a cutter because they need to mass lock me. And let's not talk about that. Alright, so how do you make your money, man? Because those rebuy costs on your expensive builds, yeah, buddy. I mean, what are we looking at here? Oh, look at that. Well, this is the PvE one. That's what we were talking about. My PvE is 41 mil to replace every time. We don't want to get caught on this. We could put up a fight. It'll hurt. It'll make people go away, but it'll get ganked. And but this is not for PvP. This is not a prismatic shields with uber resistances and a wake scanner for when you start running from me. I like doing that. You see, when I'm gonna engage on PvP, I do several things right before. Number one is I stick a premium injection on the FSD for PvP. And then I put premium ammo for the first load. So you know that the first victim is gonna melt. But anyway, we're not talking about that one. We're talking about, well, Sephi, how do you make the goddamn money? Just explain it already. Very simple. So let's say you're going around and you finally figured out that this game is about explosions. Not about, oh, there's explosions on the rocks and you can make some money there. And you can run some cargo and make some money here and there. Or you could have the fattest wallet you could ever imagine and just start blowing shit up. Because after all, most of the modules on this game are for combat in one way or the other. Whether to resist it, escape it, instigate it, and finish it. It is all about explosions. Big explosions, small explosions. So, what do we want for money if we're gonna be a PvPer? Well, the obvious choice is, well, I want to go bounty hunting. No. Let me tell you what. Because all of a sudden, you got enemies with a bunch of corporations everywhere. Because everywhere you go, you start killing people here and there. And then you find yourself in systems that you're hostile and being interdicted all the time. No. You pick a system. And your system is the following. Step 1. You find a system that has... Here it comes. He's the big daddy. Do not worry about my standings with him. We'll walk through that. But the first thing you want to find is either, if you are allied to a power, you want to find one that has at least 3 to 4 factions for your major power. In my case, I'm right now I belong to the princess, so there's that. You know, prismatic shields for life. And then once you got that, you're always gonna have these other extra, usually neighboring system factions. This is a good thing. Now, once you find your system with like 7 or 8, this one's a 7 corporation system, or 7 factions as I call, as you guys call them. I call them corporations. So they're basically all corporations. They're all moving their own interests. So once you get this, you find a common target. Let's say all these people are fighting at the beginning. When you get to the system, everyone's fighting each other, except 1 or 2. And you find that those 1 or 2 have a common enemy on a nearby system. Step 1 of creating your hotspot for dank money is only run 2 types of missions for these 2 factions that have a common enemy. And that's gonna be assassinations, these right here, the takedowns. You know, they're called takedowns when it's a wing mission. If you see, they got the little symbol for wing missions. Oops, sorry about that. They got the little symbol for wing missions. So you're gonna do assassinations and you're gonna do massacres. Let me see if I can find you a massacre. Look how many assassinations it's. Look how much they're paying each. That means kill 1 guy, get paid that. So I can't find. Alright, so well, we'll see it here. Oh, you get a massacre mission. So right now I have a full board. You're gonna be running massacre missions and kill missions. You know, take down and kill missions for only the corporations that are fighting that common enemy. As soon as you start doing that, these 2 corporations will gain power within the system. Everyone else in system will follow suit. So what will start happening is that you'll start getting every once in a blue, like they'll have a bunch of like industrial stuff because that's what they do, blah blah blah, but they'll have 1 or 2. See, 1 or 2 for the common enemy. They start falling in line with the major power within system, and they all start fighting the same thing, to the point where everyone in this system is now at least providing 2 to 3 missions, 2 to 3 missions, high paying missions that are fighting the same faction on the neighboring system. Where does that put you? That puts you on tremendous odds for stacking missions. That's what you want. You want to stack your missions. You want your assassinations and your kills and your takedowns to count for your massacre missions, which is what I have going on here. Every time I kill one of these pirates and its accompanying entourage, it goes into the massacre. It counts for the massacre too. That's mission stacking. This is not new. Alright, mission stacking's not new. Blah blah blah. Seffi, we know this shit. Get to the jits of it. But the jits of it, my friends, is what you use to do that. And what you use to do that, it's the meltoid. The meltoid is a beam laser corvette, and it kills things faster than any other corvette that you could, any other PvE build that you have out there is not gonna melt things like this. And I'll take it into a hazardous site and I'll show you, and then you could go on the internet and start looking at everybody else. I'm just gonna sit on the center, face tank everything, and melt things at a rate you'd never seen before. To the point where This whole board of about 150, 200 million will be done, I want to say 30 minutes. And if I'm in one of those days where I want to play about 4 or 5 hours and all I want to do is make money, that day I'm making about $1.5 billion in 4 hours, 5 hours. $1.5 billion. If I push it hard and I get some of these 50 million, we'll probably push it into the 2 bill. All right. So let's go for it. Let me show you the trick here and how this works. And this is very specific. I've got it all figured out. Well, first, the build. Let's go for the build. The Corvette that we chose to use, it's pure beams. Okay, it's gimbal beam lasers, bi-wave shield generators, reinforced fast charge. Thrusters are clean drive with thermal spread. Cell banks haven't been. Sensors long range. Shield boosters is a combination. We have 4 resistance augmented with thermal block, and 3 heavy duties with supercapacitors. Because we want a little bit of beef on these for the assassinations. I found out that that I lost one to an assassination mission where there was 3 vultures, like 3 elite vultures with, one with rails, one with autocannons, and one with beam lasers. Everything, like the whole shenanigans against an FTL. So it was FTL, 3 vultures versus my Corvette. Lost the Corvette. So, and the reason why I lost the Corvette is because I had gone full resistance, counting on the recharge rate to carry me through the DPS. That did not work. There needs to be some sort of beef. Okay, I knew about diminishing results on the when you stack them up like that much. You shouldn't stack more than 3. In this case, I have 4 with thermal block on it, and then 3 heavy duties. And that's that. All beam lasers are efficient thermal vent. Why? Because we're not using heat sinks, and we have shield cells. If you noticed up here, we have 2 banks of shield cells. We can't pop both, but I pop one and I can keep myself cool as long as I'm shooting something with it. And then a dictator, I need to do that. I haven't even engineered this. But yeah, then the fighter hangar. Usually I carry an Imperial fighter with fixed beams and a chaff. I think it's the Rogue F or something like that. A collector limpet and a repair limpet, because what does happen with bi-weaves and this assassination missions is, since all these elites, once you reach elite, everything you encounter is elite. Well, not really everything, but everything that matters that you want to make money off, it's elite. It's going to be elite, and it's going to have engineered weapons too. So you're going to get a lot of phasing, even in their lasers, that will be going into through your hull, no matter how good. Because if you notice, my whole packages are they're all heavy duty. They've all been like, they're going heavy duty hull reinforcements. But yeah, it still gets through. So you want to have that repair limpet, so when the fight's done, while you're picking up your your components, because you do need these components for more engineering and cooler ships. Like my next thing is gonna be an Alliance Crusader, and that one's gonna be a bit more PvP oriented. Although I am still not a fan of having gigantic thrusters sticking out and very easy to shoot, and it not being the greatest shield tanker. I don't know. I'm gonna try to work with it and see what I can come up with the Alliance Crusader. But this is the meltoid. It's a very simple build. Let's watch it in action. So this is what's gonna happen. We are headed to L9311. Oh shit, did I pick up? Yeah, I'm good. Do I have a crew? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, I have Indigo. I have 2 elite crews already. I'm training. This is my 3rd elite crew. Why do I have 3 crew? Because I can. Like, you only need 1. But I'm training 3 elites, man.
Sequence complete. Please observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's do this real quick. That's a bit loud, my friend. That's a bit too loud. I didn't like that, man. Alright, so let's get to where we need to go. As you can see, it's not the fastest ship there is. Like, we're looking at max 326. It's a heavy ship, and it's actually meant to run something like
predetermined flight path. Safe travels, Commander.
Like that when you're doing PvE. Sometimes I run it just like this, and I just turn around and kill things. Because it really hurts. I'll show you. The recharge rate on this bioweaves, I love it. When you put that fast charge on it, the way it recharges while you're fighting and they're trying to shoot you. So we're gonna test it out. It is a full board. See how it goes. Of course, 10 billion mission objectives. See all those signal sources detected? We're gonna scan them all. It's a long flight, but it's a straight line amongst them. As a matter of fact, while we're scanning, some of the targets will interdict me.
Incoming mission critical message.
I guarantee you. Yeah, we'll scan those too. We're actually looking for those. Yeah, there's one. Anything else? Oh, more. Anything in here? Yep. There's one next to it. Yep, there it is. Who is it? So we switch to combat mode. I'm gonna show you something, dudes. Alright, so yes. So he wants to do that. He wants to be a dick. Okay, so you want to be a dick, right?
All clear, Commander.
Turning speed.
Put me in the thick of it.
Are we ready? What happened, bro? You lost your shields. Now let's melt you. Oh, he's running. So the meltoid really melts things.
Wilco, Commander. Returning to fighter bay now.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
How the hell?
Docking completed. Hangar is secure, Commander.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh wait, there was something else. You see, that's what I don't get. How did it explode when... Wait a minute. I got robbed. Alright, let's take you to like a real fight. That wasn't... There's nothing to be shown there. Let's take you to a real fight.
Crane shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, so I scanned a bunch of shit. What's the closest? A threat 4. Sure. Wanna see melting power? This is what it does like on a regular rest. I'm gonna do to these people what happens to ships at a rest site when I do that. Which I don't like doing, but I do it in here with massacre missions. I'll have so many missions that I'll go into the rest site and just continue to kill mission targets of all kinds. What's out there? Only an anaconda worth fighting, but we're going to Mr. Threat level 4 over here. That setup works. It's just not as powerful as far as firepower. This setup is very low on engines, so you pretty much take center fight. This, you know, center setup, I've never been a fan. This setup is, you better know how to move. This will, it can work. This setup works too, where you go full shields, half weapons, no engines. This setup works also slightly, where you go 3 system, 2.5 weapon, half engine. You just don't boost much. Oh, there's stuff coming out of there like quad. It's probably one of the dudes. Yeah, that's one to interdict. When it says wing of 3, this is gonna be a decent fight. Watch. He's got 2 vultures with him. You get behind him. Yeah, you're caught, bro. Good news is we have a head start of about 5 to 10 seconds before the vultures land, in which I'm gonna fucking put the hurt on this fucker. Yeah, I'm going full the way daddy likes it.
Hull integrity compromised.
Now, believe it or not, your freaking Gilead F over here.
Wilco, Bay is prepped. Systems online.
Under attack.
Yeah, buddy.
Fighter
Here
is
they
online.
come.
I'm ready when you are.
Thermal attack. Heat. Warning. Impulse attack. Projectile
Beauty
disruption.
of beam lasers is fuck your chaffs, you know. Now, if you maintain yourself nice and cool, they can't really lock you.
Shield's gone, Commander. This does not look good. The fighter just brought the big one, Commander. Copy. Deploying the fighter now.
Assist on. Fighter assembly initiated. Flight assist on.
All clear, Commander. Put me in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Our guy to
Maneuvering
kill is
to attack
this.
position.
Yeah.
Under attack. Target shields off.
And that's where you go.
Flight assist on. Flight assist on. Flight assist on.
He's about to break.
Flight assist on.
GG. And that's the really heavy. What's this guy?
Taking damage.
Roger that, Commander. Moving to engage.
That's the guy with the kinetic right there. That's the fucker that needs to die. ASAP. The other dude's just gonna get killed now by me. It's not easy. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, and I froze. I'm on like a 3%, 1% temperature. He can't lock me, so I love that shit.
I'm hit. I'm hit.
You hit, bro? I got you.
I'm not the target, Commander. Stop that.
Get out the way. Oh, trust me, it hurts. I know.
Flight assist on.
Ooh, nice. He's dead now.
Programming limpet drone. Target destroyed. Programming limpet drone.
Oh, much better.
Repair limpet successful. Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scope deployed. Programming limpet drone.
Wilco, Commander. Returning to fighter bay now. Retrieval process complete, Commander.
Oh yeah. So that's how I melt things. There you have it, folks. Just the meltoid.